Wanted to say goodbye to working 9 to 5 and wanted to work from home, we have advice that might help out from someone who's done it himself, entrepreneur John Crestani. Good to see you.
Hey, John Crestani here, and excited to chat with you in my podcast. So first off, I just wanted to give you an understanding of why I started this podcast and what's the purpose of everything. Now, the purpose of this podcast and why I'm excited about this and excited to share the information here with you is because I believe that, I've learned so much information through audio tapes and audio CDs and podcasts over the years. I remember when I was back working my job, and even when I was in college and I was, I spent some time backpacking the world, I constantly was listening. I brought along my phone with me, and I'd constantly be listening to things that could help improve my circumstances, or help me learn new skills, or help me just figure out what direction, which direction I wanted to go with my career. And so audio has just always been a huge factor for me in my endless quest for self-improvement and personal growth hacking, but also because I wanted to have an opportunity to bring on people and just chat with them and interview them and ask them questions about how they got started in their business. I have a lot of friends who are millionaires and multimillionaires, even friends who run 8 and 9 figure business. And to do a podcast is one of the best ways to get them involved and sharing their success with you. Now, for me, I'm always looking to, I was just soaking up a ton of information in my own career for years and years from people who had started successful businesses. And sometimes it's hard to get past the riffraff. A lot of the things you see on, if you watch somebody's YouTube channel or if you watch other outlets, is people are pitching their products or they're plugging what they have. Whereas I always found, kind of the audio and interview format to be one of the best ways to understand about people. I'm a huge avid interview listener. I watch a lot of the Joe Rogan podcast and other things. And I find interviews and being able to, be a good interview, which is a selfish reason. I want to learn, I want to become a better interviewer, is a great way to just find out about what makes people tick. There's a lot of tactical things out there of, how to start an internet business, how to grow a YouTube channel, how to grow a blog, how to grow this. But I find there's not enough information on figuring out, why did one person become more successful than another person? Okay. Why did, Tony Robbins become Tony Robbins when there were a million other people that were trying to, start their own seminar companies? Somehow Tony Robbins got way bigger than all of the other people that started that sort of business at that time. So understanding that, I feel, comes best through just a interview format. And that's why I'm doing this podcast. I also am doing this podcast because frankly, I want to debate some people on here. I feel like there's a lot of untruths that are spoken, or a lot of people flap their mouths on social media without having any good reasoning or logic to back it up. And I'll be doing some debates on this podcast to really kind of see who's right and who's wrong about particular topics, whether it really is best to start let's say affiliate marketing or e-commerce company, which is the best place to start. And I don't see enough people debating. So that's the reasons, I remember when I got started, I just needed to figure out what works. And I wanted to hear it from real people who are making lots of money. So this is my opportunity to share my group of friends with you, as well as kind of tell you some of my own secrets to success. I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll listen, and we'll all become better over time. Thanks for tuning in.